you're in very good hands. I'm going to let him tell us.
Well, we're going to taste some cuvées today.
And introduce yourself.
My name is Mark Gibbs. I've been at J. Lohr for 3.5 years. I've been doing this business for about 30 years, off and on. And what we're going to do is do a small little taste of cuvée, J. Lohr cuvées. Our cuvées are Bordeaux blends. And we're going to enjoy a taste of Saint-Y, the glass on the left, which is predominantly Cabernet Franc for Saint-Emilion, and in France they pride themselves on their Cabernet Franc. The glass in the middle is Pomme for Pomerol. They pride themselves on their Merlot. And then the glass on the right is Cuvée Pau for Pauillac. They pride themselves on their Cabernet Sauvignon. So each of these glasses have a predominance of one of those varietals that I just mentioned. These grapes are hand harvested, hand sorted, and they're tasted by the red wine maker about 5 days a week until they're ready. They're fermented all together. They're not separate and then blended. They enjoy the best French oak barrels for 2 years, approximately 20 to 24 months. After they bottle it, they hold the bottle for a year or two to rid bottle shock and also let the bouquet build up in the bottle. So this is our imitation. It's all our own grapes. It's all J. Lohr. Our winemakers make this wine, but it's our imitation of the Grand Cru style of winemaking that France came up with about 300 years ago. So on the left, we're going to go a little bit from smoother. These are all very complex wines. We're going to go from smoother to a little bit bigger, but there's a lot going on all these wines. The Grand Cru style of winemaking, all I know is that the last taste out of the bottle will be every bit as flavorful as the first drop. Each of these will probably have a little bit of Petit Verdot and or Malbec in it, for either tannin balanced or acidity balanced.
So this is our left bank boy, and the two right banks.
These wines are very balanced in structure. The aroma, then the bouquet, the wine that follows matches. So these are,
oh my goodness,
what a cuvée should be.
She also taught me about the meniscus. Like the knee, and it's really, you can tell age and alcohol content.
Well, a lot of people, yes, you can. It's also a testament to the body of the wine. You don't necessarily have to have big legs in the glass to have a good meniscus.
No.
Meniscus, but the meniscus is the structure and the balance. The wine is well made. Everything's standing up, which
That's
means
the
also the
meniscus,
aroma
guys.
of the bouquet standing up.
Did you get to the Lohr?
I did.
It's pretty
Went
stunning.
all through the Loire Valley.
That's where the kings used to stay, so that's why you have real big chateaus dotting the landscape, because that was their holiday area.
Their idea of a holiday to us was incredible back then. I've been there, the castles, but they have that's actually where estate wines originated, is they would have their estates produce their wine. All the grapes came off their estate. It was made in their own winemaking house on the property.
You're a raconteur, you know that. That's a good thing to have.
I've been called a lot of things.
That's a good thing.
So a little bit for my go-to wine every day is Merlot. It's not quite as heavy as Cabs. It has fruit. It drinks by itself. It goes with a lot of food. But our Cuvée Pomme, there's almost pomegranate in our Pomme. And that's just the richest. It has a richer body. It's not as soft as the Saint-Y. It won't be as big as the Pau. I don't think I should taste it, but
wow.
This is my.
This is lovely.
It is lovely wine. It's a pretty color. It's got a lot of fruit up, but it's rounded. It's rounded down and become more of itself. This wine will age really, really well, and goes with a lot more foods.
It's got a little bit more leeway because the tannins are softer. You don't need the big fat and protein. I tell people
are easier to balance.
When they don't like wine, I said have a piece of cheese and it's going to completely morph.
Now we're talking.
And
then on your right is a Cuvée Pau for Pauillac. This is Charlotte Cabernet Sauvignon. So this is going to be your kind of your Bordeaux profile answer, but the nose is really, although the are still It's there. It's not overpowering. It's all structured and balanced. The finish is there, but it's not lingering.
So who's this group over
You
there?
got a little bit more vine stock in the wine there. Oh, good. We get to see that's Lohr, the oldest child, Jerry Lohr.
Jerry just walked out.
Jerry's
I
out
thought
there.
so. I could just
Jerry's
tell
out
that.
there in the parking lot. So these guys, they're in there tasting. They have their concoctions and they're tasting.
I could tell that, yeah.
Yeah, so they're nicest folks.
Would they have a picture with me on my birthday?
I know. You gotta keep up or else you're lost. Others. It's
Cuvées, we will produce about
yeah, nobody wants to admit it.
maybe 800 cases for the entire world annually. So these are distributors want to get their hands on these. These end up with your higher end restaurants. That's right, because they're $55 bottles of wine. We produce the highest selling Cabernet in the world for 11 or 12 bucks a bottle at Costco. That's to work with.
This is a real gum grabber.
What J. Lohr does right is we have wines from $10 a bottle to $55 or so a bottle. It's consistent year in and year out. Jerry Lohr, it's J. Lohr, still family owned and operated. Makes my job easier to do. I'll tell you.
I see the
Side
Fogs
would go a
Reach is
little
more
bit.
expensive, so is it just a lower yield? More?
We've had Fogs Reach since 2006, and that's your old world Burgundian Pinot Noir.
Yeah, they would have
Pinot.
called me on that one.
I absolutely love the wine. The Highlands Bench is about a year old for us for pouring, so, and it's more New World, softer on the palate. So let's just taste it.
Yeah,
I
would
want
you
you
do that with
to-
me?
So the Fogs Reach is I call it street level 101. You're driving along, west side, ground level is the Fogs Reach. They call it Fogs Reach because when the valley gets hot, it sucks the fog over the hills into the winters.
That's what we have in Gilroy.
So in the summer, when these things are really starting to get towards their most ripened stage, the fog comes in, so you get the heat, and the day they cool off at night. So you get this real typical, I'm going to call it Burgundian winters.
And she told me I'd rather try the Petite Sirah.
Well, Petitas, our petitas. Delicious.
Hit me up, hit me up.
Okay.
Do it. They don't write back.
And what do I have to do to get a glass like you've got?
Got the big one?
Mark, do you have a big glass for the big one? What's the alcohol in this?
It's 100% 14.9. It's 100% Petite Sirah.
Wow.
Orange County State Fair last June. 2,700 wines entered competition. 39 wines got 4 gold stars, and
Oh
that's
my
one of them.
goodness.
So it's not grapey. It's not over the top. Petite Sirah. It's big and bold like it should be, but it's balanced.
It's amazing that you guys do these many, the tiered, and you get excellence.
They're big. That's what I'm saying. There's something for everybody. They're big. You can crack
I'm
open
a
a
fan.
bottle of wine
I'm a big fan.
everyday wine, enjoy it, or you can enjoy some.
Okay, thank you. Wow.